Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Lubari Real Estate Podcast, your go-to source for all things multifamily real estate investing, personal growth, and achieving financial freedom. I am your host and owner, Jason Lubari Olds, and I see you out there, all my LLs and my fellow real estate enthusiasts and fellow real estate investors. I see you. But today, we're diving into a topic that will resonate with anyone who's ever felt like their dreams were out of reach because of limited resources. This episode is titled Do It Broke, Turning Challenges into Triumphs. If you've ever wondered how to keep going when the bank account's low, the stress is high, and the doubts, they just keep creeping in, you're in the right place, because doing it broke isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving in the face of adversity. And here's a quick quote from my cousin. He told me, I asked him, "Cuz, what is adversity? How do you deal with it?" And he told me this. He said, adversity is paying your dues for success. And that really hit me. And I wrote that on my mirror, so I see that every day when I do my morning routine. And as Les Brown once said, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. And I want to let you guys know that doing it broke is more than just a mindset. It's a commitment to your goals, no matter the circumstances. It's about being resourceful, resilient, and relentless. And let's be real. We all face moments where we feel like we don't have enough, whether it's time, money, or connections. But here's the truth. The resources you think that you're lacking are often replaced by something far more valuable. Determination. Think about this. At one point in her life, Oprah Winfrey, the billionaire Oprah Winfrey from the Oprah Show, Oprah Winfrey, was so broke she wore potato sacks as dresses. J.K. Rowling, or Rowling, however you pronounce it, I don't want to mess up her name, but she was a single mother on welfare before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. And these stories aren't just anecdotes. They're proof that the greatest success often comes when you're willing to keep going despite the odds. And in real estate, we talk about leveraging assets, right? But the greatest asset you can leverage when you're broke is yourself, your creativity, your gift, and your willingness to take risks. And I'm not here to sugarcoat anything, all right? Doing it broke comes with sacrifices. You might have to say no to the things that you'd love to say yes to. You might skip the Friday night dinners out, or cancel your Netflix subscription, or sell things that you never thought that you'd have to part with. And there will be sleepless nights. There will be moments of doubt and times when you feel like the dream is just slipping right through your fingers. But let me tell you this, suffering through tough times is temporary, but the lessons you learn will last forever. As Tony Robbins says, it's not about the resources you have, but about your resourcefulness. This is where you build the muscle that will carry you through the rest of your journey. Because when you can thrive in scarcity, imagine what you do in abundance. It's like being a college student all over again, having that ramen noodle diet, but you go to every class on time, you study your ass off, and you make it happen. You get your degree. Or it's like being an athlete. You're at practice before everyone else. You're giving it your all in practice, and you're the last one to leave the field or the court because you believe in yourself that much. You have no plan B. It's only plan A. And you're that determined and that dedicated to your cause and what you believe in that nothing's going to stop you, no matter how dark it gets outside, no matter if you're the only one walking. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my side of the thing, my side of the story, because this is my journey, and I want you guys to see that it's real. It may happen, but you gotta have that drive. You gotta have that passion to keep going when things get rough, because for like the last year and a half, I've been living from paycheck to paycheck. I've been on child support. I'm still making time for the things that matter to me most, like my son, my family, still being able to see friends sometimes. But a lot of times I got to say no to things because I just don't have the money. And that's for simple things, like even like going out to Raising Cane's or like Chick-fil-A, or sometimes, in fact, last week, I didn't have enough to get gas in my car, but I'm still making it happen. My bank account has been negative $2,000, and I'm running out of groceries. It's hard sometimes, but I make do with what I got because I know that this is only temporary. And where I'm going in my life, what I really want to do, nothing is going to stop me from getting there. I don't care how hard or how long the road is on this journey. I'm going to take it one step at a time, one day at a time, because I have continually invested in myself. I believe in myself. I believe in my dreams, and I know where I'm going. And once I get there, I'm going to help others on their path, and I'm going to help my family be in a better place, and I'm going to help others build their dreams, and I'm going to live the life that I want to live. But first things first, I got to make it through this. I got to make it through this time right now. And that's why I'm working 2 jobs. I picked up another job being a security officer on the weekends, so I drive an hour away to go to that job, and I don't have any days off. 7 days a week I'm working, and I'm still finding the time to be a real estate investor, to be a father, to be a friend, to be a son, to be a cousin, and to bring you this podcast. But you got to keep going. You have to keep going, no matter what. Because if you give up on your dream, did you really want it that bad? Because that's what it comes down to. How bad do you want it? And what are you going to do, or what are you going to go through to make sure that you bring your dream to life? Now, I want to leave you with some actionable tips for doing it broke. I got 5. Number 1, leverage free resources. Use podcasts like this one, YouTube, books from the library, and free networking events. Knowledge doesn't always have to cost money. Number 2, find a mentor. Many successful people are willing to mentor those who show genuine commitment. Reach out, ask questions, and be coachable. Number 3, partner up. If money's tight, partner with someone who has the resources but lacks the time or experience you bring to the table. And you see how that works? Quid pro quo, this for that. Yin and yang coming together. Number 4, invest in yourself. Even if it's just a little bit at a time, focus on building your skills, whether it's negotiation, underwriting, or market research. And number 5, stay consistent. Even small steps will compound over time. It's not about how fast you're moving. It's about staying on the path. Remember what Will Smith said. You might be smarter than me. You might have more talent than me. But if we get on a treadmill together, I'll die before I get off first. Now let me leave you with this. Doing it broke isn't about being reckless or ignoring your responsibilities. It's about having the courage to start, even when everything's not perfectly aligned. It's about trusting that the hard work that you're putting in now will pay off in ways that you can't even imagine yet. Your current situation does not define your future. If you're willing to bet on yourself, to keep learning, growing, and hustling, there's nothing you can't achieve. And the pain that you feel today will be the pride you feel tomorrow. So go out there and do it broke. Take the risk. Make the call. Show up for your dream even when it's hard. Because one day you'll look back and realize that broke was just the beginning of your breakthrough. And now we move on to my favorite part of the podcast, where we talk about what real estate can do for you. So my brother is also in the military with me, and he's in the military, but we're not in the same branch. I'm Army, he's Air Force. But, he was stationed in Japan, and he got me like a couple goodies. And I felt like back in the day when we were kids on Easter. So like he got me a Gundam, he got me some hide shoes, some Japanese Kit Kats, a Japanese Fanta, and like Gundam. And we used to get Gundams, like that was great. And he gave me like the model one so I can build it, and I loved it. I was like, I feel like a kid again. And then, for those of you that don't know, on the military side, for me, I'm a diesel mechanic. I'm a 91 Bravo. So I love working with my hands, and I love being able to build things, especially work on my motorcycle. I love it. I can be all day in a garage tinkering and working on something that requires like 100% of my focus and zero interruptions. That's where I'm at peace. That's where I'm focused. And that is where I'm happy. So just a little something. You know how it is. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining me on this episode of the Lubari Real Estate Podcast. If this message resonated with you, share it with someone who needs that extra push today. And don't forget to go ahead, press that like button right now. Because I know that one got to you, because it got to me. Subscribe and share. And as always, keep investing in your dreams and yourself. I'm your host and owner, Jason Lubari Oates, and I'll see you guys next week. I love you all and be blessed. Take care.